Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome to Minecraft 1.12 pre-release number 3. And in this video, we'll not only be covering the changes in Minecraft 1.12 pre-release number 3, we'll also be covering the changes from the first and second pre-releases last week. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. So there were a bunch of changes to advancements in these pre-releases, so let's go ahead and take a look at those changes now. So first of all, you no longer have to pause the game and click on the Advancements tab to access the Advancements menu. Instead, you can now just simply hit L on your keyboard, and that toggles the Advancement menu on and off. So that's very useful, and it is a quick and easy way to get back and forth between the Advancement menu and the game. Also, the Advancement menu itself will now remember what tab you're on. So let's go ahead and say I was on the Nether Advancement tab, and I hit L, go back in, and you see I'm still on the Nether Advancement tab. So it remembers exactly where you left off in the Advancement menu, which is very nice. There were also some new advancements added, and let's go ahead and take a look at those now. So first advancement that was added was Post-Mortal, which is obtained by using a Totem of Undying to cheat death. We also have new Nether advancements, so one of those is Subspace Bubble, which means that you've used the Nether to travel 7 kilometers in the overworld. We also have a Furious Cocktail, which means you have every potion effect applied at the same time. And then we have something that goes even beyond that, which is how do we get here. So to achieve this is actually quite a significant amount of work. And basically this advancement is made by having every effect applied at the same time. So that's every potion plus the Wither effect, Mining Fatigue, Levitation, Resistance, everything that you can apply to yourself in survival at the same time. So that's actually quite difficult to get, and as such, you actually get 1,000 experience, which is enough to go from level 0 to level 27 if you achieve this advancement. And I believe this is the only one where you get experience for completing it. So yeah, quite a significant advancement there. Also, new one is Uneasy Alliance, where you rescue a gas from the Nether, bring it home to the overworld, and then kill it. So those are some of the new advancements there. Concrete Powder will now have a texture that is randomly rotated, so I'll go ahead and place down a few blocks here, and you can see that from this block to this block, the texture has actually been rotated 180 degrees, despite the fact that I placed it down in the same direction. And this is sort of in accordance with other blocks in the game, including grass, which usually have a random orientation of their texture. The pre-releases also fixed a major issue with anvils where they wouldn't allow you to rename more than one item at a time. There's also a new sound for when the player is burning in the pre-releases. And there's also a new sound for when the player is drowning. You can now no longer tame parrots with cookies anymore, as if you try to do so, the parrot will instantly die, because parrots typically die when eating chocolate in real life. And instead now you need to tame parrots with seeds. Any type of seeds will work, as you can see, but do not feed them cookies anymore. As many of you guys probably know, Glazed terracotta do not connect to slime blocks. However, they can be pushed by slime blocks, but they cannot be pulled by slime blocks. So typically you have a block like this that can be pulled back by slime blocks, but Glazed terracotta is not one of those blocks. So it's now unique in that it's the only block that can be pushed but cannot be pulled. So usually you have, like for instance, obsidian. Obsidian cannot be pushed on the side, and it also prevents slime blocks from extending when you try to push it. But Glazed terracotta, you actually can push it, but you can't pull it. So that is sort of a unique property of Glazed terracotta now. There's also a very, very useful feature for map makers this week, probably even more useful than command blocks were when they were first introduced, and that is the function system. So functions are basically commands that are written in plain text files, which you can put into your worlds, and the way you access those is by doing /function, and then you have like a file name, and just, you know, wherever you kept the file at, that's where it's going to be. And that can basically execute commands from a text file, which is incredibly useful and really, really convenient for map makers. There's also a new game rule, which is game loop function, and that basically executes a function every single tick. So yeah, a lot of really useful tools for map makers. I'm not going to go too in depth on it because it is sort of something that is outside of the realm of the game and more into, like, you know, coding and command block functionality. But yeah, just know that the function system is incredibly useful, and I highly encourage you guys to go check it out on your own if you're interested. And as always, there were a bunch of other minor bug fixes and changes, including parrots now spawning in old jungles. So you no longer have to go and generate a new jungle to find parrots. They will spawn even in jungles which are already generated in your world. So guys, until next time, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Please do like the video and subscribe for more. This has been Cub. Goodbye.